What's going on, everybody? It's Cyblox here, and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto Online video. Today's video, I want to present to you 3 tips and tricks that were just released with the newest and brand spanking newest import and export DLC. I gotta say so, myself, Rockstar finally did away with all the other things, but actually they brought their A game to making, well, B game. There are still probably better ways to make money than this. But drop a like on the video if you do go on to enjoy it and get some new tips. And with that being said, let's get into the tips. The first tip I want to show you guys is importing. Now, I don't have footage for this, but just listen to my directions pretty carefully here. I'm going to go chronologically just so you guys know. So, if you want to import a vehicle and you get damaged or your friend damages, I know my friend damages, I'm not going to point out fingers here, but one of my friends really likes to damage my vehicles, but it still gets delivered. And you have to pay that really massive, I mean that huge, like, cost just to repair the vehicle. Luckily for you, there is a way to bypass that. So what you want to do is you want to take all the money and deposit it into your bank on your phone or ATM. Go to an ATM and deposit all your money, or your phone and deposit all the money on the Maze Bank account. Then you need to swap your character. And what you need to do from there, whenever you swap to your other character, that is if you've already made one, if not, just make one really quickly and then just launch up as that character. Then you need to tank that money that you just deposited, because it's a national account, and you need to withdraw it, so that way it's pocket money. So like if you had $957,434 like I do in the background here, then you can easily put that to your other character, and you'll be completely bankrupt on the character. That means that basically you can source vehicles for free. Thank goodness that there's no cost, Rockstar. You finally listen to us. You can source vehicles for free and damage them however much you want importing. Now, don't blow them up, because there's no insurance on the vehicles that you can pay for, and you can't get them back. So you have to wait a whole nother cycle before you can get that vehicle. But it's pretty useful. The next tip I want to tell you guys about is exporting. What you guys need to do for exporting, 2 things. The first tip I'm going to show you in the background. So look at the gameplay in the background here. You will notice that there were collections. There were collections, right? But the thing is, the collections primarily are based off of middle to low range vehicles, or standard range, whatever they call them. But the standard range vehicles and the middle range vehicles do not, I repeat, no matter how desperately you want to, do not sell any of the standard or mid-range vehicles on their own. Wait for you to collect all those, so that way you can sell a collection, because you may not know which ones are collections. They may vary by person, probably not. I don't know yet, I haven't asked anyone. But just to be sure, save all your mid-range vehicles. That's why your warehouse has so many car slots. It's like 40 or 60 or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's 40. But just save all your mid-range vehicles and wait for there to be a collection. If not, buy another warehouse if you have to, or if you need to, really sell the vehicle. And yes, and whenever you sell vehicles, just so you guys know, I guess you can call this like a 2.5 trick, be sure to always go for the specialist dealer. Do not go for the normal dealer. Do not go for the next up dealer, whatever it's called. Always go for the specialist dealer. That will get you the most cash. It may be the most difficult, but if you have friends who are willing to help you out, then by all means do that. Another thing I have to tell you guys, I guess tip 2.3 or whatever, no, tip point 2.75, whatever, is if you're going to have a number of people in your party, sell one vehicle less. You know why? Because this way, if that one person who isn't exactly in the CEO, or might be in the CEO but isn't exporting a vehicle, they can use either the Phantom Wedge, they could use the Ramp Buggy, they could use the Kuruma, or the Armored Insurgents to clear out the cars. Shoot, they could even use a freaking tank, but you better trust them to hell, because if they run you over, it's over, okay? Okay, so that's basically that tip. Just make sure that whatever cars you're selling, if you have 4 people in your CEO, if you want to, this is obviously your choice, go for 3, so that way that 4th person, who hopefully has protection on them, can just blast out the cars in front of them, especially with the Ruiner 2000. Like, that thing is OP as hell. And the third trip, and the final trip I want to show you guys, is in the background right now, which you are seeing. What you're seeing in the background right now is me not getting any attention. That's right. You want to know how I didn't get any attention? Easy. Whenever you're exporting a vehicle and you're done modding it with whatever mod you want, by the way, they only cost you if someone else is modding the same vehicle like that. But whenever you're done modding and you're ready to export and you're already on the road, do this. Do not, I repeat, do not go the way it wants you to. Go the exact opposite way it wants you to. And even if it's just the first direction, if you follow the waypoint after you make the left instead of a right, then you'll probably be good to go, chances are. Now, I just make sure in the background gameplay here that I'm just going whichever way it doesn't want me to go. And this is completely feasible too, because of the fact that you will not get shot up as much, and it's totally worth it. Now, this doesn't avoid the fact that your car cost will depreciate due to the fact that you won't be running into stuff. No, because if you run into stuff, you'll still depreciate it. But basically, you'll have a less likely chance of running into gangs if you just don't follow this. Now, this is pretty useful, and guys, that's all the tips I have to show you guys. So, I think I ended up with $98,000 on a $100,000 car vehicle, which is actually kind of worth it if you ask me. I just recommend taking out the guys if you see one ahead of time and just like try to run away from the vehicle so that way they don't shoot the vehicle instead. I think the reason why my car depreciated was because that blue shafter there just ran into the car. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you do go on to make more money by using these tips or tricks, please be sure to leave a like as always. And with that being said, I'm Cyblocks, you're you, peace out, and have a good one guys. Enjoy this method.